Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be telling you about some of the makeup products that I bought from Aliexpress that I have not enjoyed. So these are the fails. I have probably filmed first impressions on most of these items, but this is purely a roundup so that you know what to avoid. Do not touch any of this shit with a barge pole. So the first product I'm going to be bashing all over town today is a foundation. So this is by the O2O brand and it's called the Invisible Cove. I think they meant cover, but it's Cove foundation. I've actually had really good luck recently with foundations from Aliexpress. I've tried two really good ones from UCANB. I tried a great one from Kimuse and I've tried another great one which I've actually won loads by Miss Rose. King Anwen. This is meant to be a savage roasting video, but just so you know, this Miss Rose purely natural foundation is wonderful. So when I was faced with trying this O2O foundation, I was extremely optimistic, but this was crap. It just made my skin look cakey. It emphasized all of the texture. It just was not in any way flattering. I don't know how it would work if you have generally, really good skin anyway, but I just felt like for me being more mature, it definitely did not do me any favors. So this one is definitely one to avoid. The reason why I think it's always like really tough with foundations, because foundations are so subjective. You might have an oily skin and a foundation might make you just look like the shiniest human being to have ever existed, but if you've got dry skin you may love that, and you might love a high coverage and I might love a low coverage and vice versa. But the reason why I'm kind of mentioning this one today is because the actual texture of it just was not sometimes you just know, and this foundation, I just don't feel like it was very good. It was shit. Okay, so next is a little bit of an update, and by the way, this is in no way a roast against the O2O brand, who by the way very kindly sent me the foundation and what I'm about to show you, but these products, they were not very good. Obviously, you're my main base. You're the people I will always tell the truth to. So I'm just giving you all of the info. So, okay, I kind of feel bad really, but this is the microfiber sponge by O2O. When I first tried this, I fell madly and deeply in love. It was pretty much identical to the Juno microfiber sponge, which I love. It's like my favorite sponge ever. So I was over the moon to have found a cheaper kind of dupe of that. And at first the relationship, it went well, like we were enjoying each other, but then we hit a brick road. After a few uses of this sponge, it changed. It became a stranger to me, someone that I didn't know. It was a shadow of its former sponge self. This is meant to be microfiber. It does have quite a furry texture, but what I've noticed through multiple uses is that the fur has just kind of disappeared and it's left the sponge feeling just very sticky. And I've also noticed that there's quite a few little I don't know if you can see, but little indents in the sponge. So I don't feel like it's very hygienic now, because bacteria, dirt, all the gunk from my face is just going to get trapped within those indents, and I just don't know where has the furriness gone, why is it gone. I definitely would not recommend it. It's wonderful for a few goes, but then you hit rock bottom and it's just shit, and it makes me sad looking at it now, because it started off to be so promising, but I really would not recommend this. And yeah, it's a shame, but it's going in the bin now, because I've saved it so that I could roast it, and now I've roasted it, the only place for it is in the bin. because it's shit, you know. Okay, so next we have a setting spray, and this is by the Music Flower brand. So this is called the Fix Mist. I really like the packaging with the ombre effect. I think it looks very stylish, but this was probably the worst setting spray I've ever tried. It just made my face feel really sticky and tacky and moist, and I know that most setting sprays will like definitely initially make your skin feel moist, but this never dried. It was kind of like, you know, most setting sprays you kind of spritz on your face, they feel moist and it makes your skin feel hydrated, but then it kind of dries. Not this fecker. He just makes your skin feel sticky, and it's almost like if you can imagine spraying your face with an oil. It just was not a good situation. It broke up my foundation. It basically did the opposite of what it's meant to do. I just can't understand how this got past any testers. This is shit. This is shit. How many times am I going to say shit in this video? Many times. Okay, so next we have an eyeshadow palette. This is by the Beauty Glaze brand, who I love. I think Beauty Glaze are a really good brand generally. However, I did not really like the Irresistible palette. It definitely was not irresistible to me. So this is what it looks like. It's just, for me, again, it's personal, really. I mean, the formula, it wasn't terrible. The formula was okay. Nothing to kind of write home about. But I suppose we should change that phrase now and make it more modern, you know. It was nothing to DM your BFF about, you know what I mean? It's a personal choice. I know a lot of people probably would really be attracted to these shades and love them. But for me, it's boring. Like, this is boring to me, and it's a fail. Like, and it's, again, I feel bad in a way because it is a personal choice and the formula's not awful. I mean, that's probably like, I don't know, I feel bad for mentioning it now, like, really. So, you know, like, now plastic straws are illegal, which if I'd only known they were illegal, I would have bought shitloads of them before they were criminalized. Like, I don't know, could you actually go to jail for using a plastic straw? I don't know. By the way, as well, I do fully understand and support the environmental reasons, you know, which prompted plastic straws to become illegal. Like, I get it, but I'm sad about it because I love a plastic straw. Like, I love a straw. I got some paper straws. I can't think of anything worse than a fucking paper straw. I went on Amazon to treat myself to some straws, and I saw that there were silicone straws. And then in the description it said extra large, but then in the picture they just didn't seem that big. So anyway, I thought, yes, okay, I'll have a nice big large silicone straw. These feckers turned up, and is this not the biggest, most gregarious, over-the-top straw you've ever seen in your life? I don't know really what to think about it, but I must say, I've actually become very accustomed to it, and I love it, but it's too big. You spit all over yourself when you're sucking on it. That's what she said. And the tip is just a little bit too large for me to really be able to get comfortably in my mouth, you know. I mean, again, that's what she said. If this story is not littered with that's what she said, I don't know what is. Just beware on Amazon if you're buying any silicone straws. If you don't want the most extravagantly massive silicone straw ever, don't get extra large, because this is too much straw for any girl to handle. Like, it really is. I mean, it really is, guys. But anyway, what was I saying? What am I even doing? What video? Why am I here on my stool? Like, sorry, guys. I distracted myself totally. Okay, so next we have a eyeshadow kind of pigment. Like, I don't even know what the heck this is, but I recently tried it. So this is from, I don't know if it's actually made by YouCanBe. Like, I don't think it's branded YouCanBe, but I got it from the YouCanBe official store. I've kind of come to this conclusion recently that I feel like there's only like 3 main makeup brands on Aliexpress, but they are all like partner companies of one another. So like, for example, with the Eyeshadow Palette that I love, I spotted that on the YouCanBe official store, and I emailed them and said, oh, I didn't know you made this palette. And they were like, no, that's just one of our sister companies, but we sell it on our store. And I've noticed that a lot of cross-pollination of like different brands on Aliexpress, but then I suppose if you, again, I'm getting totally distracted here, but just somebody shoot me now, like literally. But I suppose it's just like with a drugstore or more mainstream makeup, you know, like Estee Lauder, own Maybelline, L'Oreal. So really, like, it just makes me think, is everyone just owned by everyone else? I don't know. I suppose this is why indie makeup's so good, but because indie makeup is owned by itself. Like, I don't even know. Anyway, guys, so this, I don't know what it's called, but I'll find the name and I'll let you know. So it comes in this beautiful diamond, what? Why was diamond so tough to say? I don't know. I think I was trying to say diamante and then decided at the last minute, no, diamond, to say diamond, and then it just went. But this is like the strangest kind of formula ever. It's kind of like a powder at first glance, but then it's not. It's like the most foiled situation ever. And then when I actually first used this, it looked so good because it's kind of like it's like a paste. So it's not, it's like a wet powder. So, you know, you can just like, it works like a cream. So if you kind of smooth it onto your lid, it kind of melts all up in there, and it looked really beautiful until it started to flake off when it dried, which I do not want to live that lifestyle. So it was beautiful at first, kind of like the sponge. Sorry guys, I've had to switch cameras because the battery ran out on my other one, and yes, I know the sound quality has gone down to rock bottom right now because this camera is shit on sound, and I've just realized this isn't as high as my other camera, so you can actually see my messy bed in the background. Like, oh my gosh, let's try and sort this out up in here. Oh, you can still see my messy bed in the background. Great. Oh shit, and now it's wonky. Holy vaginas and balls. Okay, I feel like that's just shit. Anyway, as I was saying, so this really charmed me at first, like the sponge did, but then it descended into madness, and I totally would not recommend this. Definitely get one of the beautiful, where is it? If you want the most beautiful shimmer pigment ever, check out the Fira ones. These are absolutely gorgeous. Like, I kind of feel like this is maybe what the diamond one was going for, but it just failed astronomically. So this is the Fira one, and this is exactly what a pigment should be. I just heard Honeys say, do you want a bit of a Lucasade, Dre? No, do not give Dre Lucasade unless we want him to be bouncing off the walls at midnight tonight, Honeys. Excuse me, Honeys, like seriously, Honeys. That's all I have for today. I actually have had super good luck recently with Aliexpress. I've just been kind of blessed by the gods of Aliexpress. There'd been so much really kind of like great makeup that I tried, so I'm kind of happy in a way this video was not longer, because that means that I've not wasted my money on as many shit products. But I really hope that you've enjoyed this video today. Thank you so much as always for watching, and I will see you in the next video.